Joined by head coach Karissa Cumberbatch from Virginia Wesleyan University women's volleyball. They were picked in a tie for second in the ODAC Volleyball Preseason Poll. Coach, in the lead chair for the first time, no stranger to Virginia Wesleyan, but in the lead chair there after being an assistant for a couple seasons. Talk to us a little bit about that, your feelings on taking over for Coach Hoover Erbig, who's now your athletic director.
Very exciting. This is something I've always wanted to do with my life and something I've worked hard for those opportunities. Hoover is obviously the best person I could have asked for to be working under and have as a mentor as I go through this process. And I've been helping recruit these couple last classes, so it's been a smooth transition as far as the culture of the program, and the girls already knew who I was and what I'm about, and so it's been a great last 6 months for sure.
I imagine that transition has been ultra smooth then for you, and you're right. Andrea is one of the best people that I know as well, just in general. And I know that probably came in handy with both your experience and her experience last season. Very unlike anything we've ever dealt with in the ODAC before, really collegiate athletics.
Yeah.
And I've talked to some of the outdoor coaches already about this, but volleyball was a little bit different, being an indoor sport, masking, not changing sides, going back and forth. Talk to us a little bit about the experience of last spring and just what it was like, and yet still being able to go out and win 10 matches and be the number 2 seed in the ODAC tournament.
Yeah, honestly, as a program, we were just excited we were getting the opportunity to play. Like, there were a lot of moments where we were just unsure if we were ever going to get to play a match. So we were willing to do anything and everything it took to be able to get those opportunities. And then as far as how successful we were, I think playing in the spring actually helped us because we were really young. We lost a group of 6 seniors the year before that were just a great group of girls, and our freshmen were able to come in and kind of get their feet wet and learn what it's about, and the speed of the game is faster, so they were able to kind of catch up before the spring started, and it really was beneficial for us as a team.
I wonder if those benefits continue on as we go ahead into this preseason. Now, it's something I've also talked with some of the outdoor coaches about, but I'm curious how it is for volleyball, that it really isn't that far removed from playing in that spring season right now, coming into here to a quote unquote more normal preseason, if you will. Is there any benefit to that, or maybe is there some detraction from that it's still fresh in their mind, but they're coming in now and what you're seeing in preseason practice?
I think for the group as a whole, they stayed motivated. Like, when you have that so fresh and how you ended and what your goals are, that's helpful and motivational. Maybe a negative side to that is that it's almost like we have 2 freshman classes, because the freshman class last year didn't get a normal year and they didn't go through preseason and have to prepare so fast. I mean, you get, basically a week before you start scrimmaging and things like that. So, and they haven't been on campus where you're able to have a more social environment. And so I would say that's probably going to be the biggest struggle this fall, is that you basically have a freshman class of 8 or 9 instead of 4. So, but they're excited and they're glad they're here. And campus life here is just, Virginia Wesleyan has done a great job through this whole thing. And so we're excited to see how the fall goes.
Well, kudos to Virginia Wesleyan having everything ready to go here, just like all the other schools here in the ODAC ready to go here this fall, as we've had athletic directors meetings going through that. But right now, focusing on getting on the court. So we're looking forward to that coming up here in the fall for returning to a fall campaign. Tell us a little bit about your squad coming up. Good success for you over the last couple of years, winning the 2019 title. We already mentioned what happened last spring, winning 10 matches in the truncated season, if you will. Now more full schedule. But what are your expectations for this year's squad, knowing that you've got a few all-conference players back as well?
Well, overall, I've been really impressed with our level of play through preseason. We're higher, we're faster. The leadership in the gym right now is great. The freshmen came in prepared, and I think they're going to make an impact like our freshmen did last year. So I'm really excited. I think that the competition in the ODAC is just getting better and better every year, and I think our recruiting is doing the same. Like, we are just getting stronger and stronger. So I'm excited for that.
Well, you kind of started the segue in there to the final piece here as we start to wrap things up, is talking about the league as a whole. You mentioned how everybody seems to be getting in better and better. You saw Lynchburg jump up to #3 seed last year. Randolph-Macon maybe didn't have a great regular season schedule, if you will, but they find themselves back in an ODAC title game against the Washington Elite team that went undefeated. Talk about what you see from the league this year, knowing that you've got other squads like Bridgewater and Roanoke and some of the other up and coming squads, maybe even a Shenandoah, finding their way into the mix here a little bit.
I mean, honestly, we don't take any ODAC opponent lightly. I think everybody's capable of showing up any night and winning. I think the main focus in our gym right now is just us. Like, we want to play at the highest level we are capable of day in and day out. One team that I think could be a surprise team is EMU. Like, Casey's doing a great job over there, and he's got another couple of recruits this year that I think could help him. And they had some big wins last year that people weren't necessarily expecting. So I think they could be a team that just keep an eye on and not be surprised by.
No, I would agree with you. I mean, that class that he brought in, headlined by Paris Hutchinson, who was the ODAC Rookie of the Year. So I agree with you 100% that the ODAC this year is going to be an outstanding league, as it has been in the past. But Coach, we look forward to seeing you and the Marlins and the rest of the ODAC get out there on the floor. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.